If you're an avid reader, you'd know that men written by women writers feel different, and if you're an active social media user, you'd see the reader community fully supports this claim. You get the best of both worlds when the actor playing your favorite fictional man delivers his charms just right. In this video, we'll discuss the man we all desire, Sam Heughan. First off, Sam Heughan's a total dreamboat for women everywhere. In Outlander, the adapted series from Diana Gabaldon's books, Heughan plays Jamie Fraser, a dreamy Jacobite hero. He's the main love interest for the show's lead, Caitriona Balfe, who plays Claire Fraser. Together, their love story blooms against time, space, and country. As Claire time travels through ancient ruins, their chemistry is flawless as soon as she meets Jamie. The story instantly draws you in against the Scottish castles and sprawling greenery. Heughan plays his role so well that it's hard not to imagine him sharing his character's traits in real life. Balfe and Heughan are a vision on the screen together. Since they first appeared in 2014 on the show, their characters have been nothing less than lovable. So it is no surprise they're also producers on the show years later. A towering man with a tumble of ginger curls and piercing eyes. He's a sight for sore eyes. No wonder his Instagram is the most popular among the cast. 3.8 million followers mean you made it on Instagram, especially for Heughan, who scored the hearts of women worldwide. He's the cast's most influential member, and we agree. Moving on, let's talk about the power of that influence on Instagram. Many would tell you that getting 3.8 million Instagram followers is no easy feat, but what do you get from it besides an obvious fan following? Well, we'll say a lot. Heughan has the golden ticket to earn £8,676 per sponsored post on Instagram. That's a lot of money, and the Outlander star rightfully deserves it because he's given many reasons to believe they, too, could find a love like Claire and Jamie. Right behind him in the race of Instagram followers is the talented Caitriona Balfe, his love interest in the series, and the show's lead. She stands at 1.9 million followers. Unlike her co-star, she rarely, if ever, is seen posting on Instagram, yet she can make £4,336 per post if she chooses to. The third runner-up from this show is Tanya Reynolds, who didn't stay long on the series after Reynolds' character was killed off. At 735,000 followers, she's pretty popular herself. However, her popularity might be attributed to her role in sex education. Up next, the Sassenach, Heughan's other love and source of fame. Characters have the power to influence. We see that every day. Some characters can even influence people to take up their habits, like James Bond and his habit of martinis. Sam Heughan did that when he launched his brand of whiskey, the Sassenach, naming the premium blend of Scotch whiskey after his pet name for his love interest in Outlander. Sam Heughan caught the attention of many, so much so that it won him a gold medal. Heughan's previous blend, Spirit of Home, earned a double gold just last year, and this year the Sassenach also won a medal. It's easy to say that Heughan's talent for spirits is also one of the reasons for his popularity on social media. The amicable Scot promoted his business on social media by saying he'll drive a Sassenach truck all over the US to promote his whiskey. He'll have his face plastered all over it too. His massive social media presence is bound to have benefits. Fans get to enjoy not only his acting but also his impeccable taste in spirits. Coming up, let's look at what makes the Sassenach stand out from its competitors. Not many boast a reputation of awards straight out of their year of release, but the Sassenach whiskey was so good that it won a medal straight away at the San Francisco World Spirits Competition. Heughan admitted that this success was rare, and he was very proud of how far he'd come with it. He links the whiskey's success to the fact that he had made it keeping a larger audience in mind. Most people don't enjoy whiskeys, so he decided to make one they would. Part of what makes Sam Heughan so great as a public figure is his care for details. He says he made sure his spirit was accessible and palatable, and in doing so, he won people who are often excluded from the thought. Why wouldn't we love Sam so much? He's the absolute dream. Lastly, we'll talk about what made casting Sam Heughan so easy for Meryl Davis. The influence of Sam Heughan comes from many qualities he already possesses, which is what sets him apart in his audition for Jamie Fraser. Recently, Meryl Davis, the executive producer on the show, recalled how looking through audition tapes, the team wasn't sure they could find the ideal Jamie Fraser. The character's strengths were challenging to see in the auditions. Humor and care were needed to play Jamie Fraser, and that's when Sam showed up. As soon as Sam Heughan's tape was played, it became instantly clear that they were looking at their Jamie Fraser. He stood out so much that when they contacted him for a video interview, it was all they could see on the screen, the perfect Jacobite hero from Outlander. When Davis describes Heughan, you understand that his charm lasts well off the screen. The man manages to not only woo fans as the handsome Fraser, but is also a delight to work with. We can only understand a person's influence if we understand the person himself. Sam Heughan checks all the boxes for a lovable, charming, and desirable personality on and off screens. So it's no wonder the man has a massive fan following on Instagram. Now, moving on to other news, we have the moments in Outlander that made one actor burst into tears. The 7th season of Outlander is currently in production. Looking back on the previous season, Caitriona Balfe and her on-screen daughter Sophie Skelton sat down to talk to fans. On their Instagram Live, straight from the set, the two answered answered questions that the fans had for them. During the session, Sophie Skelton talked about the moment that made her burst into tears. She commented that when you sometimes act, you stimulate certain emotions in your body, and while you know you're pretending, sometimes your body doesn't. One such instance happened when Sophie's character had to confront a character that had raped her. The scene is a critical moment in the story where Brianna goes to meet her abuser in jail. Bonnet's character is malicious and cunning, so she has to hold her ground and not falter at his sight. Sophie describes that moment as so brutal that she sobbed uncontrollably when the filming stopped. Nobody knew what to do because it was sudden, but Mersey Almas came to her rescue. While actors make it look effortless on screen, it's surprising to see the toll it can sometimes take on them. Coming up next, Caitriona Balfe takes a break from filming Season 7 of Star's Outlander. Fans are anticipating the drop of Season 7 dearly, but it seems the filming for Season 7 is stopping momentarily. Caitriona Balfe and Sam Heughan have been hard at work, preparing the well-loved show for its next season. But recently, Balfe took to Instagram to announce her break. For someone who's been working tirelessly to give us the hit show, we'd say a break was well-deserved for the actress. The Irish beauty took a relaxing trip to England while shooting for the next season. A short vacation in Cotswold appeared to give her a moment of fresh air as she posed casually for Instagram in her comfortable sweater and loose pants. Fans came in droves to wish her a relaxing time off, while co-stars shared their love for her. We can't wait till next season comes out. Can you? Next, Sam Heughan gives a tour of the big house while a new member joins the show for Season 7. What better to satiate fan hunger for the show to come out than to see Sam Heughan show you around the show's set? In a behind-the-scenes video, Heughan takes us through the set they used for the big house in Season 7. He describes that the show calls for different locations for different parts of the story. Some of these scenes are shot in a studio in Scotland. The house in the video is where they shoot all their interior shots. Looking at the video, you'll realize how much thought goes into the detail of these interiors to make them more believable for the periods they're set in. These sets are often small and stuffy, but actors do their best to overcome these adversities. The cast is already halfway through production, and we're none the merrier at the news. From what we know of the upcoming season, The Witcher actor Chris Fulton left the show to join Outlander instead, and Sam Wolf will replace him in his last role. This news has caused a stir in the fandom, but Fulton is ready to play his role as Rob Cameron in Outlander. From what's revealed, his character is described as a dashing man in his mid to late 30s. He'll be made the antagonist on the show, and it is revealed that he'll be a regular on the show. We'll wait and see what his character will be all about. That's a wrap for this video. What do you want to see more of on Outlander? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.